spring is here, you've been cleaning, and now what do you do with all that stuff? Well, I talked with Courtney Nelson of Goodwill about how they're taking your donations. Courtney, I am probably one of many right now who is sitting with probably, let me think here, I have about maybe 4 bags full of clothes because I went and did my spring or corona cleaning, as they say. So where can I take them?
Goodwill, Brad. So, yeah, all of our locations are open to accept donations. We know that a lot of people are home right now. They're organizing their closets, cleaning out their homes, and we have not shut down any of our donation locations, so you can find your closest one nearest to you and drop off your stuff.
Yeah, and this is very important because we have people who need clothing right now or need to make some exchange or anything, and that's why these are open, and they're very important to a lot of the communities.
Yeah, absolutely. Our stores, we are a self-funding nonprofit. So our stores exist to generate revenue in order to support our programs of providing career development, training, and education resources. So without our store's existence and then without those community donations going into our stores, we can't live out that mission and our vision of ending poverty through the power of work.
So let's talk about what you need to bring and what not to bring to Goodwill, because again, you don't want to be I have to say it, the dumping ground for things that really, if you don't want them, maybe other people don't want them. So what are some of the things we should be bringing?
Yeah, we don't want to be that dumping ground. We want to be able to put the product on the floor to be able to sell to our community. So we want to bring, those gently used items, your clothing, your household appliances, the bike that your kids grew out of that they're no longer riding. Go ahead and drop that off. But we do also recycle and we do salvage items. So if that shirt has a hole in it, that's okay. It's okay to drop that off because we are able to recycle those products. Even single shoes, you're able to drop off and we can recycle. We just ask for non-hazardous materials. We don't want your grass clippings. Believe it or not, people will kind of include that into your donations, and we don't want things like that. But if it was something that you wore, if it was something that you loved, your kids loved, go ahead and drop it off to any of your locations, and we can make the best use out of it, as well as keeping it out of the landfill.
All right, there's people at home right now who are lost their jobs or are looking for jobs. You opened your career centers. This is really nice for people.
Yeah, absolutely. When everything first started happening with the coronavirus here locally, we made the decision to close down our career centers, but we were able to continue providing services virtually through mycareeradvisor.com, as well as connecting with people over the phone. But what we saw was there's so many people in our community that have lost their jobs recently that don't have a computer at home or don't have access to internet services. So we made the decision to reopen career centers. So we have about 6 career centers that are open right now, under reduced hours of 10 to 3, but you can come in, you can either make an appointment or come in, meet with a career navigator, and you're able to get connected with hiring companies. They're hiring today. So if you need help with your resume, if you need help with the mock interview skills, or maybe you need to brush up on some training, we provide all of those services at no cost to anyone in the community.
That's great. Courtney, I will be on my way after the show to drop off my bags of great clothing. So thank you.
Thank you very much for having me today, and we appreciate your donations.
All right.